Wisconsin saw a record midterm spending, I should say, from outside groups this year, resulting in a number of close contests. The closest in La Crosse County, the race for sheriff. The margin of fewer than 200 votes leading to a recount, Fritz Leinfelder conceding eventually to Sheriff-elect John Siegel nearly 2 weeks after the final votes were cast. That open seat, of course, coming after current Sheriff Jeff Wolf decided not to seek a second term. We spoke with Wolf recently to ask why. The answer he provided is not complicated.
I started in April of 1988.
34 years in law enforcement, a career Jeff Wolf chose because of his father, who worked for the La Crosse County Traffic Police from 1963 to 1984, leaving Jeff with two important lessons he's worked hard to apply.
Treat people with respect and realize that people need help and you're there to help them.
Wolf began his career as a patrol deputy, a job he worked 8 years. Then a night shift sergeant for 2. When Mike Weisenberger became sheriff, Wolf became an investigator. Among his first cases, the homicide death of 3-year-old Kenny Kramer. Kramer was taken from his grandparents' home in rural Brownsville, Minnesota. A jury convicted Kenny's father in that death in March 2000.
Originally reported as an abduction within our county. They resided in Minnesota, in Houston County. We didn't know what happened, where he went, and it turned out to be a homicide and ended in a conviction.
A difficult start for Wolf's work as a sheriff's investigator, something he says you never forget.
You just have to keep telling yourself why you do it. We did it for Kenny, we did it for his family. Every homicide, traffic fatality, whatever it is, we're doing it for the victim, we're doing it for the family.
During his career, Wolf estimates he's worked about 15 homicides, including one resulting in 3 deaths in a quarry near West Salem in July 2021. Wolf was out of town when the call came. He quickly returned to La Crosse, where a tip led to arrests.
We were fortunate they contacted us in La Crosse PD.
And we were able to assist in certain ways.
The facts that they knew were consistent with what we knew at the time and put us on the suspects. It was just a matter of tracking them down.
Under his leadership, the Sheriff's Department had that investigation in hand.
That kind of work can take its toll, but it's something we all dealt with that made Sheriff Wolf consider retirement. The COVID pandemic. During the worst of it, the Sheriff's Department had to adjust.
Well, at the time, we weren't stopping cars, we weren't arresting people and bringing them to jail unless we absolutely had to. We weren't going into people's homes unless we absolutely have to, and so there was a retraining with that.
And significant stress in an already stressful job.
He truly, truly cares about our community. He loves this department, and he cares deeply about the men and women that work here. We're going to miss him, his management style, and all that he brought to this department.
Wolf is proud of his career and pleased he was able to help people. But now it's time for the next part of his life, a part he describes this way.
There's plenty of other things to do and explore.
John Siegel will take the oath of office tomorrow morning.